So the Everbridge approach to crisis and incident management is to go about it in 4 distinct but connected steps. So the first one is assess. There is a need to assess the situation, what's going on, getting information from people who are located near the situation, getting information from feeds of trusted threat and risk intelligence, getting information about the status of your IT systems, weather, and then analyze all of this information to really separate the signal from the noise, to know what's going on at the beginning of an incident and then throughout it. That's the first step. The second one is to locate people. And in this case, it's about locating the people who are going to actually help, the resolvers, the people who are in harm's way, and the people who need to stay informed, like the C-suite, for example, based on their typical location, where they work, where they live, where they may be right now, where they may be going to, based on their travel, based on their skill sets, based on their calendars. So now you know who you can rely on, you know who's in harm's way, and you know who needs to be informed. Next is you need to automate your standard operating procedures, automate your protocols. What happens if there is an act of workplace violence? What happens if there is a flood? What happens if there is a terrorist attack? You cannot afford to start thinking about these things in the midst of a crisis. What you're doing in this case is having pre-planned processes that can then just be kicked off. At the time of the incident, all you're doing is saying, okay, I have a terrorist incident. Where is it happening? You're simply using that information to feed the system a minimal set of variables. And then the system knows what to do, knows who to locate, knows who to communicate with, etc. And then the last step is to communicate. In this particular case, what you want to do is have a two-way communication. Send out information via SMS, via push notifications, via phone calls, via satellite phones and digital signs, and ensure you're getting a response back. Know who's in harm's way, know who needs help, so you can follow up as quickly as possible. So 4 very simple but interconnected steps: assessing the situation, locating the right people, automating your procedures, and finally communicating in both ways with all the people who are involved.